And that success really comes with your ability to be patient with the journey.
I like that.
If you're not willing to be patient with the journey and you jump off too quickly, then you could be jumping off right before the very thing you've been waiting for. Yes, it gets frustrating. Yes, the money can get funny at times. But when you learn the art of perseverance and just saying, you know what, if I hang in there, sometimes you win because you hang in there a little bit longer than the person who quit before you.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And that's going to be an important message for right now. Because there are a lot of people that are quitting right now because of the economy and the state of things in this country. But you just have to hang in there. Jay, what would you think is the key to a good pivot? What do you think is some of the things that you've done or some of the lessons you've learned that were key to making the pivot to another whole different type of business?
I would always take into consideration how I could utilize something that I've done before in the pivot. So even with travel, I said, well, I have a joke. I said, well, I didn't stop summer camp. I said, I just take adult international field trips. So I was able to take that knowledge and say, okay, how can I create this experience in another way? You know, so, because sometimes, even though travel is nothing that I thought of, I'm still using the skills. So the learning curve, to your point earlier, the learning curve is not so drastic to where I'm having to now learn a whole new language, even though I do have to learn new languages, you know, internationally. But I would always say, what can I use from my previous experiences in this pivot? That would be the first thing that I would do. Then I would consider the cost. You do have to consider the cost. You know, it's the time cost, the financial cost. So those are things you do consider, but then look at the reward. What will it cost me if I don't do it?
Wow.
That's the other part. What if I don't make this pivot right now? What will it cost me if I don't do it?
Right. And I kind of feel like it seems like it's so different, but I feel like it's still the core of you. Like, I feel like you're in this business as far as like your passion for working with the students, for like whatever that was that you were giving to the students. I feel like you're still giving to the adults. You're still giving to this business. And so it's not like, oh, it's something totally new for you. And I feel like you're still in that kind of lane. I think sometimes people think, oh, I got to pivot and it's got to be something that's foreign to me, something that I don't enjoy, something I'm not passionate about. But I still see it's different, but it's consistent. Like, I think if somebody hadn't seen you in 10 years and they see you now, they'll probably be like, I get it. You know, I get it. I totally get like why he's doing this and why he's doing it for the people and taking us, Black Americans over to Africa. So I think you're still remaining true to yourself with that.
I agree 100%. And I was joking with someone again. When we had the summer camp, the children would cry at the end of the camp because they wouldn't want to leave. But at the end of the tours, the people cry because they don't want to leave. And I said, this is interesting to see the same results with the adults, even if they're riding on the bus, and when the adults fall asleep and the head go back in there. I said, this is the same thing the children did, because they would go to sleep. You know, the children would go to sleep on the bus for summer camp, but the adults go to sleep on the bus when we're doing the tours. So their heads go back and then